Hi, this is Isaiah Reports Football, and this is my reaction towards France 3, Senegal 1, Iraq 1, Norway 4, Argentina 3, Algeria 0, and Austria 3, Jordan 1. So let's begin. Starting off with France 3, Senegal 1. What a performance by Kylian Mbappe. Like, everyone's questioning him regarding the club football, like him not winning a Champions League yet or winning a major trophy yet with Real Madrid. But with France, he always shows up, and especially in the World Cup. And what a goal that he scored, especially to make it 3-1 against Senegal for France. And it was kind of getting a little nervousing for France because Senegal got a goal from it by. Um, because there was a lot of extra time, like 10 minutes. So, and Senegal cut the 2-0 lead for France in half to make it 2-1. So it was kind of maybe Senegal could have came back, but Mbappe's long range effort outside the box, so it's amazing to end the game for and make France win this game. And and also there was a nice goal. I like Barcola also came on to score to make it 2-0 for France, but the whole day was about Mbappe. Um and yeah, like what can you say about him? Like Mbappe is a really good player. He's really clinical, he's fast, and so on. And yeah, World Cup is his competition. And and I wouldn't be surprised sooner, like um sooner or later he'll become the World Cup's top scorer in history because Messi became got 16 alongside Miroslav Klose against Algeria. Now I don't know how much Mbappe's on for World Cup goals, but he's gonna obviously. I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes top scorer. Um, maybe in this World Cup or or special or in 2030 World Cup. So yeah. Regarding Senegal, their performance wasn't horrible. Defensively, they were solid. In the first half, it was boring, but they would take that like a 0-0 in the first half. Um, but attack wise, like they're horrible. Like Nicholas Jackson were like relying on him as a striker. Ismail Assar had a really great opportunity that he should have made it 1-0 for Senegal, but shot the ball over the crossbar and so on. Like Senegal, like midfield wise, defensive wise, like they're strong. It's just their attack is horrible. It's literally horrible. It's not compared to Morocco. Morocco's attack, it's way it's horrible. So yeah. Um and yeah. So it's a great start for France, Senegal. Um we'll see what happens against Norway. That's gonna be a must watch game. Um and yeah. Um so France basically is qualified basically because next games for them is Jordan. They should win that game comfortably. Just like how Norway did. So yeah. Next is Iraq 1, Norway 4. Regarding Iraq, they really had a really strong performance, especially in the first half. They had so many chances. Um, at least their striker Hussein scored for them from a header. Um, so they have someone in attack threatening for them. But their other striker, who I believe plays for Ipswich Town, um, he was through on goal and it was a horrible shot. And yeah, that was horrible for Iraq. But regarding Norway, like defensively they're shaky. Like Ryerson was struggling against Ali Jassim, who was really good for Iraq. He was balling out for them. So defensively they might be shaky, but attacking wise they're very dangerous. Obviously with Holland scoring 2 goals in this game, especially being in the right place, right time to make it 1-0 for Norway. Scoring a nice team play goal and then being there in the right time, scoring the tap in, and then he made it 2-0 or 2-1 for Norway. And it was a horrible mistake by the Iraq goalkeeper. They were trying to play out from the back, but Holland got there and pressured the goalkeeper and made him like kick the ball on Holland's knee or something to go into the net. So that was a horrible mistake from the Iraq goalkeeper. And then Norway made it 3-1 with Ostergaard from a corner kick. And then 4-1 with Thorstvedt at the very end of the game. And yeah. And I also want to shout out Antonio Nusa. He was really good. In my opinion, he was electrifying. I think he was also, I believe he was Norway's best attacker, really. Um, Outside of Holland, scoring those 2 goals, I believe Nusa was very threatening on the left hand side. And yeah. And then Norway's next game will be against Senegal. Senegal could cause a threat to Norway's poor defense, but again, though, like at least for Norway, Senegal's attack is not very strong. So maybe they could get away with it. And then Norway could be clinical against Senegal with the likes of Holland, and yeah. Regarding Iraq, again in the first half, they shouldn't be, and they should really showed a good performance, especially in the first half. But the quality between both sides is just shown in this game, and they might lose similarly against France as well. But yeah. Next is Argentina 3, Algeria 0. This is just Messi 3, Algeria 0, in my opinion, because he scored a hat trick, all 3 goals for Argentina. And yeah, it was a flawless performance for Argentina, from everyone, but especially for Messi. And yeah, it seems like every player for Argentina just performs really well. For Messi, maybe the poor performance was maybe Lautaro Martinez, since he had to come off the pitch for Julian Alvarez. But other than that, though, everyone performed well. The defense, the midfield, and so on. Algeria, they very disappointing in this game. They did get the goal right, but it was ruled offside. Chaibi scored for them, and everyone thought they made it 1-0 against Argentina, but it was offside. Other than that, though, Algeria was really poor. Defensively, was really poor. Even though Messi scored an amazing goal outside the box, for me, it was really bad defending from Algeria. Because, like, why are you allowing Messi to have that space and time to strike that ball? Like, you have to close them down quickly. But instead, they didn't. Um, and yeah, like, it was poor performance from Algeria. Like, honestly, underwhelming. And, yeah, very disappointing. I expected much more from them, since they really have some good players. But they underperformed in this game, got destroyed. And yeah. Finally, Austria 3, Jordan 1. I didn't watch this game, it was late. I was late, but I watched the highlights, and based on the highlights, Austria needs to start Arnautovic, because once he came on the pitch to replace Sasa Kalajdzic in the second half, he really helped Austria get, obviously make it 3-1 with throw a header from a corner kick and a penalty. And I also want to shout out Romano Schmidt, who's a really nice, tidy player, plays for Werder Bremen, and he really had a great shot outside the box to make it 1-0 for Austria. And then regarding Jordan, they had a nice goal from Ali Owan to make it 1-1. But again, though, similar to like a Iraq Norway 4-1 win, it showed quality, like the qualities of each team highlighted through this game. And Austria obviously has a higher quality and a really good team, and yeah. So yeah, it's a good sign for Austria. Start off the tournament, their World Cup since a long time. I think since, might be wrong, but since the 80s. Um, like, I don't know how long they've been in the World Cup. They've been out for the World Cups, but since it's been a minute for them. So it's a nice way to start their World Cup. Since a long time, and yeah. Um, Hopefully you like this video. Subscribe to this channel, and yeah, thank you.